What is going on, people? I am here for a little unboxing. The people over at Mill Creek were nice enough to send me over a few movies here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open them up, and if you want any of them reviewed or anything like that, most of this would be titles for, I believe, end of this month. I could be wrong. I'll look up the dates for when they do actually come out. But if you want a review of any of them or anything like that, because what Mill Creek has a lot of is, if you look over on top of mine, that little row right there, they have that old school, I don't know why I did that, but anyway, they have the old school VHS covers, the slip covers that kind of look like an old VHS movie. Like, it's just a slip cover. The movie itself is, you know, a regular, the cover art is regular, but the slips are really cool. So anyway, I know they have a bunch that they keep on putting out every month. The one month was like 90s movies and stuff like that. Other months it's just random movies. So I think I don't exactly remember what I asked for and what they did send, because sometimes you'll ask for a movie and you won't get it. So anyway, let me shut up. Let me open up the package, see what I got here, and pretty much what I'm trying to get to is, if you want anything reviewed, let me know and I'll definitely go ahead and do it for you. Before I do open up the package, of course, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you enjoyed this little unboxing, and of course hit that little bell button so you know when I do upload more stuff. So anyway, let me crack into this. It feels like there's possibly 4 movies here. So, like I said, I don't remember what I asked for, and like I said, who knows if they sent the movies that I did ask for. I think this is the movies for, I could be lying, it could be for September. I don't remember. Two of them. How many movies are there? 1, 2, 3, it seems like. I lied. 4. I lied. There's 4. And 3 of them seem like they have the slip cover, so I'll pull those out after. Anyway, let me pull this one out first. Alright, and the first one is Marlon Brando in The Ugly American. Don't know, never seen this, really haven't seen many Marlon Brando films, so I really don't even know about this one. You know, I think I asked for it just to check it out. Marlon Brando stars in a volatile political thriller based on the critically acclaimed best-selling book. Alright, well, that's exactly what I usually don't watch, is anything politically driven, because I think politics should stay out of pretty much everything. But, you know, I'll give it a chance. I'll just see what it is. As a compassionate American ambassador to the strife-torn South Asian nation of Sharkand, Brando tries to keep the communists in the north from overrunning the weakened democracy in the south, and making sure a vital road into the country's inaccessible interior goes through. But from his very arrival, the ugly American is met with a suspicion and hate, even from the influential freedom fighter, now a suspect of being a communist agent. Intrigue and danger surround Brando and co-stars Pat Hingle, Arthur Hill, and Sandra Church in this tense story of Cold War politics, and remains all too real today. So I'll see what this is. Like I said, really not into this whole political drive and you know, every other outlet. You know, everybody's very too politically polarized, I guess you want to call it, and it's just making everything worse. And what I tend to do is, you know, I'm stubborn. I don't want to say I'm stubborn with most things, you know, but you know, I have my beliefs and all this stuff, which, you know, everyone should be able to believe in what they want to, but for some reason politics just brings out the worst in people. So I tend to stay away from it, but I'll check this out, The Ugly American. And like I said, the other couple, there's 3, like I said, with slip covers, so these might be the VHS copies, like I said. But anyway, I'll pull it out, and this one is, White Line Fever. Never heard of it. This is another one What is this? Corral Joe Hammer, Hummer. Joe Hummer. Okay. Anyway, just wants to make an honest living as a trucker, but when a gang of ruthless criminals tries to break him, nothing can quarrel his anger. Hummer, who is Jan Michael Vincent, arrives in Tuscan with his bride Jerry, or Kay Lenz, and his 7.5-ton diesel truck named the Blue Mule, and he finds work through an old friend, Slim Pickens, who plays Dwayne, who manages a trucking company. When Hummer realizes that it would be carrying illegal cargo, he refuses to haul, and as a result is beaten by an organized group of criminals headed by Cutler Dan Porter. Because of Hummer's continued defiance, Cutler's gang murders Dwayne and sets fire to Hummer's house and beats Jerry, killing their expected baby. Enraged, Hummer is a and the Blue Mule storm the impending Cutler's fortress and a spectacular act of revenge. So this one sounds pretty interesting, you know, tale of revenge and stuff. White Line Fever. Like I said, this is what the covers, the slip covers and stuff look like. It just looks like an old school VHS, and even on like here, it has, every single one has something different. This one's Please Rewind. So it, you know, it kind of looks like you would pull an old school tape out, but the original cover should look completely different. So that's pretty cool. I actually like the cover, you know, the original cover to it. So that's White Line Fever. Like I said, I've never seen this movie, so it'll be interesting to check it out. Like I said, the other two have slip covers, so I'm guessing they might be the old school VHS as well. All right, this one is The New Kids. Okay, this cover looks actually pretty cool. Let me read the back to this one. Introducing The New Kids, a startling non-stop ticket of terror from director Sean S. Cunningham. After their parents die in a car crash, two all-American teens, Lauren, who's played by Shannon Presby, and Abby, Lori Laughlin, go to live with their relatives in a small Florida town, but trouble begins once members of a vicious gang led by Dirta, aka or James Spader, bet on who will be the first one to seduce the innocent Abby. When she spurns their obscene advances, the thugs embark on a sadistic campaign of vandalism, arson, and assault. The savagery escalates when Lauren must defend herself and her sister in a brutal fight to the death, and in a carnival midway, it's the new kids trying to make it in this town that might kill them. Alright, so this one seems interesting as well. Interesting plot. I've never heard of this one or seen it, but like I said, it's the new kids, so that one's pretty cool. As you can see, the cover and like the back looks like it's you know, people in masks and stuff. And then, like I said, this one should look different. The cover of that's what, you know, I guess when it's released, that's what the normal cover looks like. I actually like the slip cover a little bit better. But again, it kind of looks like the old school VHS. This one doesn't really say anything. It just has a sticker and stuff. And then the side, that's one I didn't show on. I should show it for this as well. But that's the White Line Fever, where you would, you know, stick the sticker on like an old school VHS. So that's the New Kids as well. So like I said, two movies I've never seen or heard of, and the plot sounds really good. And the last one is another VHS one, and this one's a comedy. I've seen this one, Steve Martin and Daryl Hannah in Roxanne. This one I have seen. I haven't seen in forever, but this is an old school one. The only reason I remember it is because of Steve Martin's gigantic nose in this one. If the camera decides to focus. Anyway, I just vaguely, not vaguely, but I remember one of the slipcovers too. I wonder what the slipcover looks like. Okay, I'll show you what the slipcover looks like after, because that's the picture I always remember. Anyway, it says, in a little resort town of Nelson, Washington, well-loved fire chief Steve Martin is sensitive about his remarkably long nose. A beautiful, intelligent astronomer, Roxanne, aka Daryl Hannah, is in town to study a comet, finds herself attracted to another newcomer, CD's imported professional firefighter Chris, who's played by Rick Rossovich. Roxanne confides her interest into what is this? Confides her interest into this secretly smitten CD, who reluctantly passes it on to Chris. So, who is Steve Martin's character, but Chris is dumbstruck and convinces CD to ghostwrite his letter to Roxanne, one that unknowingly to Chris is an outpouring of the CD's own feelings to her, since it seems to both men that Roxanne wants a what? As Chris tells, this is actually harder to read than what it's actually about. Until Roxanne has fallen in love with the author of the passionate letters, remains certain that she could never find love. What? Could never find love a remarkable face like his. So anyway, what pretty much happens is Steve Martin falls for her. He doesn't find himself too attractive, so he makes the other person. It's almost like a love story. You have to, if you want me to go more into depth, let me know. But this is what I'm talking about. This is the one picture that I used to see all the time, and it's that. Like I said, he's got an extremely large nose, and he, doesn't know how to deal with it and stuff. But like I said, the cover art is a little bit different. I don't know. Like I said, with these, which I've heard from other people that it's not what the VHS tape looks like. So I was wondering if, the cover to this, the slip cover is the one that's on the VHS. So like I said, most of them they say aren't. So anyway, like I said, another one that looks like the VHS. That is the the side of it, the spine. Like I said, like an old school VHS tape where you took the sticker and you wrote on it and stuff like that. So that's Roxanne. Like I said, I haven't seen this movie in forever, and I don't know the ins and outs. I have to watch it again, but I remember watching it when I was young. And like I said, that just reminds me of it so much, because I was like, what the hell is this? But yeah, so those are the 4 movies that I got from Mill Creek. They were nice enough to send over. Like I said, once I find it out, I'll let you know when these actually do come out. I don't know if it's the end of this month or the beginning of September, but these will be released. So definitely look for them, and pretty much wherever you can buy them. I'm pretty sure I see a lot of these in like Walmart and stuff like that, or you can just go straight on Amazon and get them there. But like I said, the Roxanne VHS slipcover, New Kids, which I think I'm going to check out right now actually, White Line Fever, and The Ugly American. So definitely check out Mill Creek. Like I said, they've been putting out these cool, like I said, just the VHS cover thing, just a slip cover alone is really cool. So it's definitely a collector piece if you keep them all together. And then, like I said, they kind of look like old VHS. So I think that's really cool. But look for when each one of these do get released. They should all come out the same week. So I'll link that and stuff in the. I'll also link Mill Creek's website, so where you can pick up these movies as well, and all the other movies that they do have and stuff like that. Or like I said, a lot of the Mill Creek stuff gets placed on Amazon, so you can buy it there. But those are the 4 movies I did get. If you do want me to review one of these more than the other, let me know. For most of these I'm sure some people have seen. Maybe you just want to know the video quality and stuff like that. But if you've never seen a movie like me, I haven't seen any. Besides Roxanne, I haven't seen the other 3. So if you want to know, if you are interested in the movies themselves, let me know, and I'll definitely go ahead and do a review. Probably end up doing a review for the New Kids, because I think that sounds interesting. And yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed this nice little Mill Creek unboxing. Again, check the description for everything I talk about, the dates and stuff when they do come out, and of course Mill Creek's website, so you can check out and purchase all those as well. And I guess until next time, I'll see you guys. Actually, before I do, also in the description, I'll post all my other social medias. I always forget to plug all my other stuff. I have a Facebook fan page. I got an Instagram where I show off the movies behind me. I'm part of the Dorkening, where tomorrow we actually talk to the director of They're Inside, which is put out by Dread Central, and Dread Central presents, or Dread Presents. It's that line put out by Epic Pictures Group. So I just watched that the other day, and it was really cool. Nice, like, break-in kind of deal. Creepy, and almost like The Strangers kind of deal as well. So we'll be having the director of that movie on tomorrow on the Dorkening, which I'll leave the link to our page and everything. And yeah, I guess until tomorrow, or whenever, or when I do, well, I guess if you show up for the Dorkening, I'll see you guys tomorrow. But until the next time, I'll see you guys.